So whenever they feel that there is some kind of opinion the police is making, they think that this evidence are important, so they against the accused person, so they file a charge sheet in the court. As stated in the beginning of this chapter, it is not actually the job of the police to decide whether a person is guilty or innocent. That is for the judge to decide. So now you read in Unit 2 for the rule of law, which means that everyone is subject to the law of the land. This includes the police. Therefore, police investigations always have to be conducted in accordance with law and with full respect for human rights. So the Supreme Court has laid down guidelines that the police must follow at the time of arrest, detention and interrogation. So this type of law entirely the Supreme Court has ordered the police to be followed. The Supreme Court has laid down guidelines that the police must follow the time of arrest, detention and interrogation. The police are not allowed to torture or beat or shoot anyone during investigation. They cannot inflict any form of punishment on a person even for theft or petty theft offences. That is what the Supreme Court has ordered. That nobody can torture anyone without the permission. Nobody is going to shoot. Nobody is going to be arrested even for a petty reasons. Now Article 22 of the Constitution and the criminal law guarantees to every arrested person the following fundamental rights. So the right to be informed at the time of arrest of the offence for which the person is being arrested. So that means at the time to be informed. So the person who is being arrested at that time, he needs to be informed that why he is being arrested. So the right to be presented before a magistrate within 24 hours of arrest. So once you are arrested, within this 24 hours, you should be present in form of the magistrate. The right nobody will be ill-treated or tortured during arrest in custody. So nobody will be ill-treated or being arrested or tortured during the arrest in the custody. Confession made in police custody cannot be used as evidence against the accused. So any confessions made in the police station will not be taken as an evidence. A boy under 15 years of age and woman cannot be called to the police station only for questioning. So these are a few guidelines. The Supreme Court of India has laid down specific requirements and procedures that the police and the other agencies have to follow for the arrest. Detention and interrogation of any person, these are known as the D.K. Basu guidelines, and some of these include the police officials who carry out the arrest or interrogation should wear clear, accurate and visible identification and name tags with the designation. So these are the points to be remembered by the police. Even you need to learn, you need to know that how to recognize an original police in front of you. So a memo of arrest should be prepared at the time of arrest and should include the time and the date of arrest. So it should also be attested. It should also be attested by at least one witness who could include a family member of the person's arrest. The arrest memo should be countersigned by the person arrested. So the person arrested, detained or being interrogated has a right to form a relative, friend or well-wisher. So you can always inform any of your member or a friend. So when a friend or a relative lives outside the district, the time, place of arrest and venue of custody must be notified by the police within 8 to 12 hours after arrest. Okay, so you have understood that. Now let us return to the story of Shanti and answer the following questions. So these are something important. So when Shanti was arrested for theft, S.I. Rao also kept her brother Sushil in the police lockup for 2 days. Was it legal for the police to retain him? Does it violate the D.K. Basu guidelines? Yes, it was. Was it legal for the police? No, it was not legal for the police to keep her brother Sushil arrested inside the lockup for 2 days because no charge sheet or no evidence was being found against Sushil to be kept inside the jail. So it was actually violating the D.K. Basu guidelines. So that is very true. Now did S.I. Rao do enough to question, witness and compile evidence before arresting Shanti? No, he did not do enough questions against the witnesses and file a case against her. In keeping with the duties of the police as stated before, what else do you think S.I. Rao should have? He should have investigated more. He should have cross-questioned the neighborhood people, everyone, and including the Mr. Shinde and their son. Okay, so now let us try a slightly different scenario. Shanti and her brother Sushil, police station to complain Mr. Shinde's 20-year-old and son, 15,000. Do you think the officer in charge? So now this the other side, whereas Sushil and Shanti goes and complains against Mr. Shinde's son that he has stolen 15,000. So, when his FIR is being lodged, do you think the police officer will take the similar charges as they have taken against Shanti? No, he will do a partial treatment because Shanti is a homemade domestic maker and Sushila is a homemaker, a rich businessman's wife. So that is how it is going on. Please try to understand that. Okay. Now the next you have FIR. What is an FIR? I have already told you that FIR is with the registration of an FIR that the police can begin the investigations to a crime. The law states that it is compulsory for an officer in charge of a police registration to register an FIR whenever a person gives information about a cognizable offence. This information can be given to the police either orally or in writing. The FIR usually mentions the date, time and the place of the offence. Details the basic facts of the offence including description of the events. If known, also mentioned, the FIR also states the name and the address of the complainant. There is a prescribed form in which the police registers an FIR and is signed by the complainant. The complainant also has a legal right to get a free copy of the FIR from the police. So any person who is going to complain or lodge an FIR, he has to get a copy of FIR with him and even with the police station. So till this much, I would like to stop here for today. We'll continue the rest of the part in the next class. So till the time, we'll move to the exercise question. Let's see what you have as an exercise for today. So what are the questions we have? Let's see. Exercise. In a town called Peaceland, the supporters of the Fiesta football team has learned supporters. Imagine that you and your classmates are now part of the criminal justice system. First, divide the class into the following groups of person. No, not this. Okay, as if now I'm not giving you any kind of homework. Just read the chapter thoroughly and make at least make 25 objective questions till what we have reached. Okay. Till then class, thank you.